But first of all, we are going to look through some of the all-important bug fixes for Series 5. So Tom, back over to you. What have we got coming up on the menu?
Yeah, so the team's been really hard at work fixing bugs. Obviously, we had a ton in Series 4. We've got loads more in Series 5. I'm going to call out to some of the big hitters, which I know people have been waiting for fixes for. So there's a bug with photo mode where the time of day continues progressing. So we fixed that. It's really hard if you're like lining up a shot, especially dedicated Forza photographers. There's a bug in Horizon Open that we fixed where we introduced this bug in Series 2 and 3 where if you had a street race, the following race the headlights wouldn't work, so when the time of day was dark.
What a fascinating bug to just happen.
It's a pretty rotten one when you're in a race and you can't see where you're going. So that's been fixed. We've also early on, Series 1 and 2, we had some problem with challenges. So what we've done is we've retroactively awarded all players the points from those challenges in Festival Playlist. So if you go to your series history, any of those bug challenges, you'll see gold and completed.
Oh, amazing.
If that means it takes you over a reward threshold or gets you to an achievement, then you'll also get awarded that as well. So I know that was another one that people were waiting for. And then this one's really for our livery creators. So in Livery Editor, we noticed it was a pretty tough workflow for people that like really complex liveries with loads of layers. So the layer numbers were like obfuscating the layer detail, and it was pretty rough. So we've reworked that, and so that's going to make that hopefully a lot better for our livery editors as well. And yeah, there's also loads more bug fixes coming in the update. So look out for those release notes when the update goes live.
So moving on to the next thing in the schedule, we have a Horizon Rush takeover. And
the Horizon Rush takeover is basically setting the theme for this series, and it's a celebration of PR stunt. So you're going to see loads of world changes. There'll be evolving world things where
nice.
Brand new places to go and enjoy. Yeah, so we're adding 16 brand new PR stunts, and these are PR stunts that haven't been in the game at all. So brand new locations, kind of really awesome party, vibrant colours that are kind of reminiscent of the things we see. I'll open the map, and you can kind of see, I mentioned that we have these new PR stunts, these icons here with the kind of evolving world colours here.
Oh, so they stand out separately.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So you can open the map and you can see exactly what the things we've added, and we'll go to those later. What I'm really excited to show you, and we're going to head to the stadium, is that if you go there in the series, you'll notice that the stadium has had a massive makeover. We've also added new gameplay for this location as well. So if you were to go to the accolades page, in the Evolving World section, we've got a whole host of accolades around here as well. Something we've been wanting to do from launch really is whenever we add new things to the world, that you like collectibles and evolving world updates, we wanted to add those to Event Lab. We're adding a whole host of new collectibles and new smashables that you can add to Event Lab. It might feel a bit slightly out of place adding some Christmas trees, but you might have remembered them when we did the Christmas update. Whenever we add new things, they'll be going into
So it's just going to go straight into Event Lab. Yes. Right away as soon as they come in the game from now on. Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that so? That's a dinosaur in there, is it? With a little with the helmet on. There he is.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move on to its own independent race itself, a seasonal event. Sorry, Gerald.
I love how it just about fits on the main stage. Yeah. So this is. Who
was the brainchild behind this? Where was the root of this, and where did it stem from?
I was in the early meetings for this. I can't remember who originated, but it felt like it, much like the parade float, it continued to roll downhill and gather pace.
I love that you can take a photo of it as well, and it's just classified as part of your collection.
Oh yeah, of course, it's Horizon promo.
Absolutely.
So here you are. You're racing against 11 other parade floats.
Turbo Insurance 12 says, hey Tom, Horizon open filters? Yes. No. The racing community is deeply asking for it, and we just want to not have to constantly search for the right type of lobby.
All we can say is...
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Series 6.
Lexus LFA 420 who says, hey Tom, will there be more convertibles in the games, and will you fix the Honda S2000 and the Mazda Miata?
Yes, we do plan on updating convertibles in the future.
Unknown Urabi, or Urabe, again, sorry, says, hey Tom, when is the Forza and Elden Ring collab gonna drop?
It says here, don't tempt me.
Yeah, that's it. Mikey Makey Boo, who says, hey Tom, what are your guys' favourite car in the Forza franchise?
My favourite is the Ferrari F40 Competizione.
I think we know what yours is, Dave, unless you want to give us another one.
Well, so obviously I said that I love Nissan GTR, but having sat in a PLP 50...
Horizon Tography. Say, hey Tom, when will the photo mode be fixed? Because the time progressing was in photo mode, which shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, and it's been fixed in this update.
Next question comes from ARob95, who says, hey Tom, can we get a large asphalt surface for event labs? Would be great for playground games, custom maps. Thanks.
That is a great shout. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing to add event lab props as we go forward into the series, and we'll definitely bear that in mind, yeah.
Next question comes from VRLX, who says, hey Tom, when will you add an anti-cheat and clear all the leaderboards so there isn't any cheaters?
Yeah, so this is something we're fully aware of, and we know that having a leaderboard full of cheaters is not fun. Unfortunately, it's not an easy fix, but we're really committed to improving this experience for players, and we want to improve the leaderboards for players. We're aware of it and we're working on it. Next
one comes from Prime Gaming Ergo Me Smart. Sorry, these names get me. It says, hey Tom, any more rules for event labs?
Yes, there are. Yeah, more coming soon. So event lab rules of play, you get to go. You kind of go get that step further of being more creative.
Yeah.
And the more rules we can create, the better the events you'll be able to make. So 100%.
So watch this space.
Watch this space.
Okay, wonderful. Well, unfortunately, whilst those are some very, very good questions, that is all we have time for today. The Horizon Rush Takeover starts this Thursday, so get your PR stunts, tunes, and your favourite cars ready for that. Shall we say adios all together, as always? Yeah?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.